Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler, and my name is Rallye. And this week I'm going to show you just a little bit of getting started on my 72 Plymouth Duster here, 340. This one's sponsored by my sponsor Hobby Nut Models, and I picked it up from him a while ago. And, you know, I'm just now getting to it here. And I showed you in my last video getting a hold of some of the parts and just doing a little bit of research and figuring out what I wanted to do. And I did talk about possibly doing this thing in white. And the more I thought about it, I really decided I'm going to go with Alpine White. Not a common color for this, but I think a black and white Duster look good. And apparently I'm in the mood for white for right now, for whatever reason. Just finishing that white Gremlin, which wasn't this color, it was a different color. And I got those two SC Ramblers. I actually got those painted white, but I haven't done an update video on that yet. But both of those bodies are painted. And then I started painting this body too. So, and I decided I was going to go with black interior. So, getting this one ready. So, you know, the interior tub itself painted black. Just basically a whole round of painting. Got some of the white on the bottom here. The bottom side of the hood has paint on it, but the top side does not. And that's kind of sitting. You know, I've been doing a lot of airbrushing. So for the 72, the air cleaner is Hemi Orange. So painted that orange. Actually painted a couple of them. And at the same time did the Chrysler Corporate Blue for 72, for that the 340 would be. So this is correct. So I assembled this motor and painted it. It's been drying, so I'm just a whole round of painting. Here's the chassis, not clear coated. I'm gonna hit this with some clear, but I don't know if I'm gonna hit it really hard, just to get it a little bit more shiny than this. But it's gonna have the somewhat over restored painted chassis. So let's move some of this stuff. You know, here's the chassis. Maybe I'll put it in the piles here, what colors I did. So decals are sitting here, notes, you know, many of my notes here. So tires, yeah, I got the seats painted. Nothing's assembled yet. Steering wheel, radiator hose, just a whole batch of painting here. Fan assembly, the grill insert, which this actually looks really good when I put it in the grill here. It really only goes in one way, so it's kind of tricky. Probably got it upside down. I should probably paint an arrow on the bottom, which way it actually goes. So go this way. One way it likes to fit better than the other way. Anyway, there it is real quick. And I know they just recently announced that they're going to have the Sox and Martin version of this kit, so definitely going to want that one. There's the dash painted black. Grill, bumper, exhaust pipe. Yeah, I painted the whole, oh, not that there. Rear axle assembly for the exhaust pipes and everything. Then I'll hand paint the axle black, and then I'm going to hand paint the leaf springs steel. But this is, I just shot the aluminum, and then I'll do the chrome paint on the exhaust tips. So that's kind of why that one's sitting like that. Here's a starter for the engine. The wheel backs, all four of them. See, this has something on, oh, distributor. Get that off of there. There it goes. Wheel backs. Painted the distributor a brown tan already. And then some more of the steel stuff, or aluminum. There's the aluminum for the pipes. Steel on the manifolds. Battery, of course. Got to do the carburetor in gold. That's antique gold. Alternator. And then I did go through all of my kits where Kevin made me these wheels. I haven't done any painting or foiling to these, but you know, just clean them up. I didn't have to clean them up really. Just got them ready, made sure they fit the wheel backs. And I got a couple other little pieces here and there. The tail lights and stuff. So just kind of getting a lot of the base painting done. I got some work to do to the body, but out of fun, I just shot the inside of it, the Alpine White, so you can see, which is more of a cream color, you know. It's not really like super snow white. It's somewhat of a cream color. So I think it'll look better against the black and white, you know. Some whites, you know, it really depends on the color or the rest of it. But with the amount of black stripes and everything, this is going to look good. Got to work on the mold lines a little bit on this, but I'm just kind of getting ahead of myself and playing with it. But this is going to need a little bit of work, but it's going to get there. But this is all just me doing, and also just seeing how this stuff's going to react to the plastic. So I sprayed it right on there. Normally I have primer, but this thing is so nice, I decided, let's see what happens if I spray the paint right on the plastic. So, and I haven't seen any real issues yet, but I am going to put primer on the outside because I think there's some swirl marks right here, and I can see them appearing in here. So, yeah, this is definitely going to get shot with white primer on the outside, and then you know, do the sanding work on it and everything. I didn't really get that issue on the chassis, but these are just light coats, enough just to get the color on it and the engine compartment. And I did the same right here. Here's the firewall, just a firewall, radiator support, and it didn't peel any paint off to my surprise. There's that. And then, of course, the overflow bottle. So there's all of that. But a lot of playing around and just getting this one going. And I know it'll go pretty fast. Just a little hot and breezy out there right now, so I didn't get a whole lot of time to do more painting to this. So definitely going to be working on the body some more, because this is really, after doing this, the rest of it, it's just going to be the body that's, you know, I got to work on now. So I just got to take my time and work on this. But no real issues with this particular body. And if I mess up, I did go and buy another one. So I needed another interior, the 72 interior. I thought about it, put a lot of thought into it, decided I'll go pick another one of these up. So went ahead and did that. Mold line here right across the trunk, so I got to work on some of that. But, and then the interior, main reason I did this, it was pointed out to me, and I knew it too, but the 72 Demon uses the same interior as the Duster, and I have another one of the 71 kits, and I have some of the resin parts. Got some dust on my finger. May have to recoat that or wash that and see what happens there. But it's a gift for playing with it. But that's why I say I'm always playing with these kits. But anyway, yeah, I picked up another 72 just for all the interior parts to combine with that 71 Demon kit. And I do plan to make a 72 Demon out of it. And I got some 3D printed parts, and now I'm rambling on about another project. So I should really try and stay focused. But while I was painting some of these parts, I was painting some parts for that kit as well. So, you know, it makes it not as much work, especially when you got, I wouldn't call this a low parts count kit, but it kind of is. When you look at how many parts are actually in this, you know, when you take out all the parts you don't need for the different versions and how many parts you got left, there's not a whole lot of parts to this, really. And just some details to figure out, but not a whole lot to it. I mean, it's a pretty simple kit, but when it's done, it displays really, really nicely. So this one will be done fairly fast, but it just really depends on, you know, how much time I get to work on in the next couple weekends and how far I get. But yeah, definitely got to do some more work to these body lines, get working on those. But I can do that inside here right now while we're getting these somewhat monsoon storms and wind and things going on here in Arizona that are just making it a little hard to find time to paint. Anyway, got time to do a lot of this stuff over the last week or so and get some of it done where you get it inside. It's just the main body color and the clear coat. That's the one where I spend the most amount of time outside, taking my time getting ready. And when it gets windy and stuff, I'm a little more conservative and cautious when it comes to those layers of paint. Whereas, you know, spraying the inside of this and the underside and all the other areas, they're fairly hidden. And, you know, or if there's something booger in the paint in the engine compartment or underneath, it's less noticeable than if it's right in the middle of the door, of course. You know, the first thing that catches anybody's eye when they're walking up to your model kit is the paint job. So the outside becomes kind of the most critical. But after that, the details kind of take over. You can have a booger in your engine compartment right on the inner fender, and most people won't notice it. Got in the middle of your roof? Oh yeah, you can't hide that. That's there. But, you know, that's, you know, stuff to not really stress about, really. But you can. If you're going to stress about it, those are the areas to worry about it. If it's somewhere else, down low in a rocker or someplace else, there are ways to deal with it and try to make it less noticeable. But anyway, that's not the point of my video, just me rambling on. But that's just the next steps and things I got to worry about in this one. But we'll get this one a little farther along, and then I'll do an update video on it while I do some update videos on some of the other things I got going on. But anyways, you guys, thank you for tuning in. All your likes, shares, subscribes, and hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And I do really appreciate all the comments and everything. I really like reading those. So thanks, you guys, and you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.